Shalom Aleichem. Welcome to the Breslov weekly Parshat Shia. This week is Parshat Terumah. Terumah is the Parsha when Hashem told Moshe Rabbeinu to build a Mishkan. And he explains in detail how to build the Mishkan, this sanctuary, the tabernacle that was used in the desert before the Beis HaMikdash was built. So the Parsha starts off, Daber b'nei Yisrael, v'yikhu li Terumah. They should take for me a contribution. And Rashi, Forshim explain, li, what's the word? V'yikhu Terumah, they should take what's the li, what's for me? Rashi explains they should do it for Hashem's sake, not for self-aggrandizement. So that when you give charity, you're supposed to give it because you're giving it because God says give charity. Be charitable. Be nice. Do something for somebody else. But do it because of God, not for my own honor, not for me, not to take personal part. In Shulchan Aruch, Yeridea, the laws of Tzedakah, there are two opinions. One opinion says it's not right that when you give charity, you should have your name on it. Why not? You can be arrogant about it. You can get haughty. And you can maybe lord it over somebody else. Look what I did and all that. So maybe you shouldn't put your name on something charitable that you do. On the other hand, there's another opinion that suggests we specifically should put our name on it. Why? Well, if I do something, then maybe somebody else will do something. Maybe they'll say, hey, that's a good idea what that person did. It's a nice thing. He donated a Sefer Torah. He built a hospital. He built a child's school. He helped out widows and orphans. He printed Breslov books. That was a plug, right? But he printed Breslov books. Whatever he did. Yeah, put your name on it. And apparently, in Shulchan Aruch, that's the opinion that we should follow. Because in Pirkei Avos, it says about tzedakah, right? There are those who want to do it. They don't want others to do it. They don't want the others to be involved in the good things. There are others who do, and they want others to get involved. The idea is to get others involved too. Because as I give charity, I'm creating a tranquil space. Rabbi Nachman explains this in lesson 17 in the Likutei Moharan. If I give charity, I'm creating goodwill. I'm creating an air of tranquility around me. If I get somebody else to do it, so I'm creating a greater area of tranquility because he's also doing good. And the greater area of tranquility that I create, that we as a group do more, we're creating an area, a whole area, maybe dunams, maybe acres, maybe full states, counties, countries, full of good. So our charitable acts should be for the sake of Hashem, for the sake of God, not for my benefit, because I benefit anyway. If I give, I get, right? It's like I have a cup full of water, and I give half of it to somebody else. Well, now I can still get another half a cup of water to fill up my cup. And it's the same thing with my money. When I give to charity, I'm giving away something that I have. But I'm creating a space to get more. So I didn't lose by that. I gave to somebody else, but I have. And it gets replenished and replenished again. The more charity we give, the greater amount of charity from heaven, God's gift to us. The more I give, the more I get. And that's the power of the charity when it's done for the sake of God. Myself? Well, maybe. All right? Maybe I get something out of it. Maybe not. Maybe I can do it for self-aggrandizement. Maybe I'll become haughty from it. Right? It exists. There are people who do it for that reason. And there are people who do it for the sake of Hashem. They're not looking for anything. They're not looking for any benefits and whatnot. The idea is that we have to try and find something worthy. When we give charity to a worthy organization, to a worthy person, we are building a sanctuary. Yes, that's what we are doing. Sanctuary? I give to a poor widow. I give to orphans. Yeah, I'm building a sanctuary. I am building a tabernacle. I am building an ark, a table, a menorah, candelabrum. I'm building an altar. Yeah, my gift to charity is as if I'm building things like this, all to honor God, right? So let's get on the bandwagon. Let's try and enjoy a worthy organization. I mean, you're going to ask me what's called a worthy organization? Well, every person has their own idea of what's worthy. But schools for education, hospitals, it's all worthy, right? Save the whales, save the tigers. No, that's not worthy. You should not harm them, God forbid. You're not allowed to harm another creature unless you're about to be attacked by it. But otherwise, you're not allowed to harm an animal or anything else, or a tree, environment, a river. You're not allowed to. But to save all that when you can save a human life, no, there's no comparison. A worthy charity is you're saving someone's life. You can save a life physically. Or let's say when I was a kid growing up, they had the Bowery in New York City. It was a place known for all the drunks. Those who would consume alcohol would end up on the Bowery, and they would just line it, and they would get a drink, and they would just sleep on the floor and whatnot. Is it worthy to help a person like that? Well, they're human, but they should be helped. Help does not mean giving them money to buy another bottle so they're going to end up on the floor again. Right? Help does not mean giving the United Nations money so they can support Hamas and Hezbollah and all the others. That's not help. That's not a contribution. That's a waste of money. Literally a waste of money. What helps is there are poor families who have difficulties. Father's a hardworking person. Doesn't make the ends meet. It's hard, right? Help the person. They have these Shabbos organizations, beautiful, right? There are schools that are trying to educate and bring people to a life of awareness, of good, of charity, of knowledge. Not Harvard. Harvard is wealthier than most people in America, right? But look what they produce. God forbid we should accept it now that Harvard is a worthy organization. They have proven themselves to be most unworthy. Same with Penn, same with Columbia, same with many other of these, what they call Ivy League. That's not a contribution that's worth anything, right? A hospital that saves lives. Yes, that's worthy, right? There are plenty of organizations that we can give to, plenty of individuals that need, and we can help them. That's the idea of charity, for God's sake, right? And that's the idea of Parshat Terumah. You could build an ark, study. You could build an altar or a table where there are sacrifices, where there's food. Yeah, give to the needy. There are needy people that need, right? Candelabrum, bring light to somebody's house, right? Some people don't have. Give them a gift. They have. You light up their lives. That's a candelabrum. These are the things that we should be engaged in. May God help us that we have the means to do it. It's always better to give than to receive. I think that was Ben Franklin, right? But it's always better to give than to receive. Hashem, help me. I never have to receive. I never have to take from somebody else. Pray, right? Hashem, help me to be a giver. How much to give? Well, you know your own pocket. You know what you're capable of. Give what you can, not what you can't, right? Give what's possible. Donate. Help light up somebody else's life. May Hashem bless us all, that we all have what to give, that we never have to receive, that we see the coming of Mashiach, the building of the temple, and the ingathering of all the exiles, especially the hostages. Good evening, and I hope you enjoyed the shir. And if you like the shir, please pass it on to others and let them all get interested in Breslov and Rabbi Nachman's teachings. We look forward to hearing from a lot more of you. All the best.